Well, President Trump has signed two executive orders in an attempt to curb birthright citizenship, which is enshrined in the US Constitution. It comes weeks after the Supreme Court rejected a previous order, deeming it to be unconstitutional. Well, the orders deny citizenship to children whose parents come to the US with the express purpose of their children becoming citizens. Now, such births are reported to be rare, according to the Migration Policy Institute. And the order also threatens the US citizenship of those born in US territories, such as Puerto Rico, but only if Congress changes the law to end automatic citizenship there. Well, let's bring in Mark Caputo now, Trump White House reporter with the online news outlet Axios. Welcome to you. Thanks for being on the programme, Mark. So the president issuing these twin executive orders to tackle, one of them to tackle, he says, birth tourism. Why do you think he's choosing to focus on this? And do we know to what extent it's going on?
Well, immigration has always been a major issue of President Trump's. And to your point just a moment ago, his prior rather sweeping effort to strike or limit birthright citizenship to those who were in the country illegally was struck down. And so this is sort of a backup plan. It's more limited. And the administration, the Trump administration, has read enough into that U.S. Supreme Court ruling, it says, to determine that, well, maybe they could expand or create these four categories. Two of the categories are expanded. It would be children of diplomatic staff who are born here, and the diplomatic staff would have to be foreign nationals. The second category would be those who are born here of what are classified as alien enemies, and that would be expanded to include people who are members of known or classified terrorist groups. So those are the two sort of expanded ones. The new one that would be created would be this birth tourism category of person who would be born here by parents who specifically, expressly came here, women who came here for the purpose solely of giving birth, to sort of come in the country, give birth, and then leave. The difference between sort of these two different groups is that in the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, it says it does provide that there are some exceptions. And the phrase is called subject to the jurisdiction thereof. It says, essentially, if an ambassador who's not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States has a child here, well, that child's not a citizen. And similarly, an invading army is not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States or an alien enemy, and therefore that does that. Whereas in the case of the children born of people who are here for birth tourism, they're here in the reading and in the reasoning of the Trump administration fraudulently. That is, they lied to get into the country, and therefore, as a result, the citizenship is essentially null and void because it was a fraudulent commercial transaction and issue.
Mark, what do you make of the timing in all of this? Do you think there's a political factor ahead of the midterms?
No, there's always a political factor. Sure, of course. I mean, but at the same time, the Supreme Court struck this down, June 30th? It's August 6th. So the timing still fits just within the broader calendar of what Donald Trump wants to do. He is a man in a hurry, but it's certainly an election year. It's unavoidable. But I can tell you, at almost any time of the year, if Donald Trump has an opportunity to do this sort of thing, he's going to take it, and his administration did.
I mean, the Supreme Court has weighed in very recently on birthright. So do you think the president would be okay were it to go to the Supreme Court again with the potential for defeat? And then also with regards to this other issue of US territories and not automatically becoming American, briefly, if you don't mind.
I think he'd be okay doing it. He wouldn't like losing, but, you know, he's lost before the U.S. Supreme Court and come back, and we're seeing once again a repeat of that.
Mark Caputo there, Trump White House reporter with the online news outlet Axios. Good to talk to you. Thank you.